Welcome back, and in this video we'll look at Bernhard Langer, the legend golfer from Germany. 47 professional wins just on the Champions Tour alone, plus his 2 Masters wins. We started with a driver from face on, and the reason I put the title talking about having him be a good model swing for senior golfers, I mean, really realize he is a senior golfer, but his entire career he's had a swing that looks almost like this. It's not ultra powerful. It has great fundamentals. He does not overswing. He's fixed his golf swing over the years. He would sometimes go back a little too far in terms of his pivot motion, but it's just a dead-on perfect position at the top. Spine angle just holding in there, and good positive load here on the right leg. Shifts onto the left. Like I said, not really dynamic, not a big lag position coming down, but just in front with the handle coming into impact, both arms extending, and a full release. We'll talk a little bit more about the release in a minute and why that matters so much if you're a senior player or any player looking to get more speed out of the club. And then great finish onto the left leg with great balance. This is a great angle that you can learn a lot from if you're trying to get your fundamentals in order. Hit the ball as straight as you possibly can and be a consistent player. And you'll see a very level belt line back here. Spine tilted slightly to the right so the head's back behind the golf ball. And the hips themselves are sitting over the feet equally. Everything is proportioned properly at address. So as he starts to wind up, it's very easy for him to turn around this spine angle and keep that angle perfectly throughout the golf swing. So it keeps that same angle at this point. Huge key for driving the golf ball. You can get away with some errors with some iron swings, but the driver, you must maintain that. Then there's the weight shift back to the left side. Posting up on the left leg and a good full release. Watch how the right hand is crawling over the left right here to create that full forearm rotation and full release. Very important for someone who's not just ripping through rotating. Someone in their 20s who can just wind it up. For those of us that aren't quite that young anymore, we can get that good club head speed by letting the club head release fully. And if you're not overswinging, you're keeping the club under control, you'll find yourself very accurate and having this swing very dependable day after day. Looking here at some of the stats, we can see that he's very good around the greens. Pretty much has to be, as much as he's winning out there at his age. He's not going to hit it farther every year. Every year he's probably hitting it slightly shorter, which demands great accuracy, but also a great short game. So you can see here, this is sort of the formula for playing great golf for any player who's driving the ball somewhere between 200 and 250 yards. You want to be accurate. You want to be smart with your decision making, get the club up or the ball up near the front of the green, and then let your chipping and putting take over from there. Now, we know his swing is dependable. He is very accurate. But the most important thing that Bernhard Langer does that anybody can do is work on the routine, work on that pre-shot routine, and having good strategy. And you'll see here he's going to do something the same way every time. And not only are the same movements, walking into the ball, same practice swings, all those things, but how he does it. He's moving slowly. He's not hyper and jumping around. He's moving slowly, taking his time. Now, sometimes people think that if they're taking their time getting ready to hit a shot, it's going to cause them to play slower and the group's not going to like it, or they're going to slow down play. But just the opposite tends to happen. When you work on your routine and do the same thing before you hit the ball each time, have the same swing thought each time, you end up just simply playing better golf, which then allows you to play faster. If you're making pars instead of bogeys or doubles, you're going to play faster. Even if your pre-shot routine is slightly slower, everybody has some routine they do, and now, granted, it's not always the same routine all the time, but everybody does something before they hit the ball. So let's take another look. Stands behind the ball. Some of you might do this, some might not. Very important to look down your target line. Get your eyes and your brain working together to see where you want to hit the ball. Sometimes it's the pin, sometimes it's another target. But then as you go in, working on having basically the same number of steps is important. And like I said, walking in calmly. Don't run into there trying to whack the ball. Walk in there calmly. Set your club in there behind the ball. Set your feet. Look at the target a couple of times. And then you're ready to go. Have that one key swing thought, and you're going to have good results. Now, I've taught golf for a long time, and most of my students are looking to find a way to play more consistently and have less peaks and valleys. And I'm telling you, if you work on the routine, you're going to find yourself playing much more consistently. If you just work on your swing and change your swing thoughts all the time, you'll find you will not be as consistent as a player who's simply willing to work on the routine and keep the swing nice and simple. Now, I realize it's important to have power on the PGA Tour and a lot of the tours around the world, like the LIV Tour or DP World Tour. Golf courses are extremely long, and power tends to be an advantage, but only if you're hitting it straight. As we're getting older, power is not really an option, so consistency and directional control are the real keys. If you watch this swing here, you're going to see a very consistent looking motion, even though these are clearly different golf swings, different backgrounds there. The Marshall's in one shot and not on the other. Different hole signs, obviously. But you can really see here how the swings match up with swing length, tempo, release, and balance. From this angle here, we can really see the release of the forearms as he comes through, loads it up, nice controlled position at the top, good solid right knee, pressure on the right foot, firing to the left side, and a good full release, arms extending, club face rotating over, arms turning, and that nice full finish. So do yourself a favor, do some background study on Bernhard Langer, find out what makes him tick. You'll be amazed at how consistent he is with what he thinks, how he trains his body, and how he doesn't try to overpower the golf swing or the golf ball. He simply plays within himself, and clearly one of the most, if not the most consistent player we've ever seen on the Champions Tour. Well, thanks again for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so, and we'll see you in the next video.